You're 7 years old, barefoot in the snow, your fingers numb from gathering firewood. Your mother died last spring, and your father hasn't spoken a full sentence since. You learn to read silence before you learn to read runes. In your village, women are supposed to weave, not fight, but the sword hanging above the hearth whispers to you louder than any loom ever will. By 10, you no longer cry when you cut your hands splitting wood. Blood is part of you now. You press your palm to the cold blade when no one's watching, promising it you won't be ordinary. While the other girls braid their hair and spin wool, you sneak away to watch the boys train with wooden axes. You study their footwork, the arc of each swing, the way they grip the haft like it's an extension of their arm. You practice with sticks behind the smokehouse until your wrists ache and your shoulders burn. One night, your father catches you. He says nothing, just watches you swing a crooked branch at the air like it's your last enemy on earth. He doesn't tell you to stop, he just throws you a real axe and walks away. At 13, you kill your first raider. He's older, stronger, blood-slick and laughing until your blade finds the soft spot between his ribs. Afterward, you vomit into the snow, but your village calls you Daughter of Iron. You keep the raider's helmet. It doesn't fit, but neither did the life you were meant to live. You become a shield maiden, not by ceremony, but by necessity. The men leave for war and someone has to defend what's left behind. You lead women and boys into battle, faces painted with ash, hearts heavier than steel. When you fight, you forget who you were supposed to be. You are not beautiful, you are not soft, you are not broken, you are purpose, wrapped in fury. The shield becomes your second skin, your sword, your truth. In time, your name carries weight, not just in your village, but beyond the fjords. Jarls nod when they hear it. Skalds sing of the girl who buried grief in the snow and rose like a storm. You are 18 when you lose your first warband. Ambushed in the dark, you watch your friends fall one by one. You drag 3 survivors back across the ice while your ribs are cracked and your breath fogs with pain. That winter, you speak to no one. You light no fires. You carve their names into stone and leave the runes in the mountains where only ravens will read them. But you return, because grief, like war, is a rhythm you now know well. By 21, you've earned your own ship. Black sails, curved prow, a dragon carved from oak. The crew swears fealty to no king, only to you. You raid, but only what you must. You leave gold behind in places that smell like sorrow. You show mercy to those who beg for it, because power without restraint is just cruelty dressed in armor. One night, you sail into a village you once burned. You see a girl, maybe 7, barefoot in the snow, carrying firewood. She sees you and does not run. You kneel, press your axe into her hands and whisper, "Learn silence, then break it." Years pass. Your braids turn silver. Your scars stretch and fade. You fight less. You speak more. The sword above your hearth still whispers, but now it says, "Rest." You teach young girls to fight, not because war is glorious, but because peace is fragile. You show them how to plant seeds with the same hands that once wielded weapons, how to speak with fire and live with mercy. One day, a boy asks why you chose this life. You tell him you didn't. You tell him the world carved it into you, and you carved back. Your story isn't sung in great halls, not like the kings and conquerors, but in quiet places, your name is spoken like a prayer, on the wind, in the snow, by girls who walk barefoot and dream of something more. You weren't born to be soft. You were born to survive. And survival, you learn, is its own kind of victory.